was going to ask, first things first, you called 2 timeouts in the first 7 minutes. Did your spotty senses kind of tell you that something was up with this team in the second half, and you maybe had to kind of try to go to the whip a little bit there?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about coming out of that halftime and 0-0, and talked about not letting them get threes. That's the way they're going to get back in the game, and that was a huge focus for us throughout the week of prep. And they made a couple threes early on in that second half. I didn't feel like we executed as well as we needed to offensively either, and that lack of execution, and then transition defense, and just not playing as well as we were capable of allowed them to get back in the game.
Obviously, you have Black noted down as the guy who shoots threes on that team, and he goes 6 for 10. Is it just kind of they ran good stuff, or maybe the focus wasn't where it needed to be defensively?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have to go back and look. I think he probably got 3 in transition, and then they were just running a simple floppy for most of the second half, and got a couple separations. He had 2 on endouts, 2 off end-out defense too, actually. So, had some lack of execution defensively on our part, and allowed him to get some shots.
Did the ball stick a little bit more in the second half offensively than you probably would have liked, or was it something they did?
Yeah, I think we got downhill. I just didn't think we could make good decisions once we got to the paint. We took contested 2s. We took tough 2s. We took shots with guys in front of our chest when we got to the paint, and they were collapsing. And I think when we go back and watch on film, we'll see, corners open, top of the keys open, a drop-off pass is open, and, we got to be able to make those decisions.
How interested are you seeing this team, what their response is these next 2 or 3 days to bounce back for a tough game on the road?
Yeah, it's just going to be a huge challenge. We got a big stretch coming up for us, so, when things don't go your way, you got to respond, and we got to make sure we get the guys ready to go, and the guys got to get ready to go too.
And how much is tonight kind of an example of just how thin the margin of error is pretty much throughout college basketball anymore?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we got guys playing a lot of minutes that haven't played as much as they have in their career, and it's hard to win college basketball games, and if you don't do the little things, blocking on, rebound, and take care of the ball, make the extra pass, sprint back and transition defense, it's going to be hard for you to be successful.
Since you reminded me of it, how big were some of those offensive rebounds that Austin Peay were able to get in the second half?
Yeah, I have to go back and watch. Obviously, I remember Wick getting a big one. I remember a free throw one that they got as well. So, we got to be better than that.
As far as you mentioned guys playing a lot of minutes, you had 2 play the full 40, not only 7 guys played. Is this kind of a reflection of where you kind of feel like the depth of this team is right now? Is this kind of your trust in the guys that are out there?
Yeah, I think, that first group has been pretty good for us, especially, the last couple of weeks. And, in terms of the other guys, we need other guys to step up. We got to continue to have good practices, and, we want to continue to have a deeper rotation moving forward for sure.
Xavier, in your mind, what did you think happened in the second half?
Just not play with the same intensity as we had in the first. So, yeah, that's really all it is, just not enough intensity.
Was it something specific they were able to do, or just something that your team maybe didn't do quite as well as you wanted?
I think I just got to do a better job leading and getting guys to know what we need to do at the end of the games and tight games like that to protect home court. So, I just have to figure out a way to be a better leader.
The last play there, from my view, it looked like you were trying to cross over someone. Did you just get the ball or just lose it? What happened there?
Yeah, he deflected the ball. He made a good play, but we shouldn't have been in that position anyway.
What do you think? What do you think? You kind of think maybe the first 7 or 8 minutes of the second half were kind of the key there, where they're able to kind of get back in the game and look like they kind of started believing they could win?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, just myself just not setting the tone on the defensive end, and it just kind of gave them some confidence, and it helped them come back and win the game.
And by that, obviously, you mean, kind of getting the pressure on the ball that you want to kind of make everything harder for them?
For sure. Just pressuring the ball, talking more, bringing a lot more energy than we had. So, yeah.
Just kind of what do you think? What do you think this team's going? How do you think this team's going to be able to bounce back for the game at Wichita State Saturday night?
You know, I think we've done a good job bouncing back so far this season. Maybe we have another opportunity to do that. So you know, it's going to hurt tonight, but you know, we have 3 more days to prepare. To get ready to travel on the road for another crazy environment, and so you know, we just have to put it behind us and get better.
I was going to say, I mean, you guys at least now had a true road game. This will be your second one. What do you think you need to do better in this opportunity on the road than you were able to do at Indiana State?
Just stick together more. You know, it's going to be a loud environment. You know, we just have to be connected 5v1 and be out there and have each other's backs the whole game.